Today let's discuss the difference between an at-bat and a plate appearance in baseball. So first we need to talk about at-bats, because at-bats include any time a batter gets a hit, which is a single, double, triple, or home run, anytime a batter gets out, which can be a strikeout, a ground out, a fly out, anytime they hit into a fielder's choice, so that's where they get a leading runner out because of their hit, where they normally would have been the one out, or they reach base because the defense made an error. This does not count as a hit in baseball. Okay, so we have at-bats equal hits plus total number of outs plus the number of fielder's choices that the batter has grounded into or hit into, and the number of times they have reached base on an error. Okay. Now plate appearances include all at-bats. So they include hits, outs, fielder's choices, and reaching base on an error. They also include every time a batter is walked. Denote that BB for base on balls. Every time a batter is hit by a pitch, denote that HBP. Every time a batter gets a sacrifice hit or a sacrifice fly. And every time a batter reaches base because of some form of defensive interference. Now usually defensive interference is because of the catcher, and that's when the batter's swinging the bat and his bat hits the catcher's glove, and he's awarded first base because of the interference. Okay, so a plate appearance equals all at-bats plus base on balls plus every time a batter is hit by a pitch plus sacrifice hits plus sacrifice flies plus every time a batter reaches base because of defensive interference. Okay, so if we draw a quick diagram here, let's do it right here. Draw a circle here, and this includes all plate appearances. Then inside the little section here, this would be all at-bats. So plate appearances are always greater than or equal to the number of at-bats. The only time they would be equal is if the player has not had any walks, he has never been hit by a pitch, has not had any sacrifice hits, sacrifice flies, or has not been involved in any sort of defensive interference. Okay. We can also express at-bats another way by rearranging this equation over here. We can say that at-bats equal plate appearances minus all of this. So minus walks, minus the number of times a batter's been hit by a pitch, minus sacrifice hits, minus sacrifice flies, and minus each time a batter reaches base because of defensive interference. So it's important to know the difference between the two. We use at-bats when we're measuring batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging percentage, and we use plate appearances for a number of different sabermetrics. So it's key to know the differences between the two.